Hello there. It's Sunday evening, and guess what time it is? It is time for Learning with Lynn on our Sunday Facebook Live. So this is me, Lynn Huber, and this is...
I'm Richard.
That's Richard Huber. So welcome everybody here tonight. I'm excited to have you here. We actually are going to make this one a short one. We're going into the holidays. It's going to be crazy the next 2 weeks. And so then we'll be back here after New Year's on January 6th. But today I wanted to just hit on some tips and tricks about your website. Hi, Patricia. Good to see you.
Hey, Patricia.
I get a lot of questions about these all the time, and so I just thought I would put them in a video so you guys can see it and hear it and learn about it. Just little tips and tricks that you may or may not know about your Avon online business mostly. Okay, so let me do this. Let me move this over here to my other screen.
Hey, we got Linda and Priscilla on too.
Priscilla,
welcome.
Hi, Linda. Good to see you. Welcome, everybody. Priscilla, I hope you're doing good. I hope you're feeling better.
Yes.
I'm sure you're still in pain, but I hope you're doing good. Let's see. Let's get this going. Okay, we'll do it like this. So this is my blog, onlinebeautybiz.com. And the first thing I want to talk about, and if you've been here a while with Avon, you probably already know this, but if you're new, you might not. And even if you're not new, hi, Lisa, good to see you. Welcome. Even if you're not new, even if you've been here for a while, you know, Avon just changed over to Avon 2.0, and so you might not know this. So first thing I want to talk about is I got an order in my online store, so where do I find it? Well, the first thing that you need to know about that is it depends on how your store's set up. You can choose to set up your store representative delivery versus direct delivery. It automatically defaults to both, so your customer can choose. And I actually, in the getting started up here at the top, there's actually a blog post about that. Let me scroll down.
Right there.
Right here, your Avon e-representative website, representative versus direct delivery. So when they go to your website, they have the option to choose by default whether they want you to deliver it. Hi, Edra. You're welcome here. Doesn't matter what team you're on. This is Team Avon, so welcome.
Yeah, welcome, Susan and Lisa also.
Yeah. So anyway, so when default your website defaults to where your customer can choose representative or direct delivery. Representative delivery means they place their order, but it shows up in your order cart and you need to place it with your order and then deliver to your customer. Direct delivery means that they just like Amazon or anywhere else, they shop on your web store, they pay with a credit card, Avon ships it to them, and you get credit for your commissions in your account. So my opinion is, and everybody works their business different, and so if you have close relationships with people who do order on your website, then that might be totally perfect for you to have representative delivery on there. But my personal feelings are, if they're on your website already, let them ship directly from Avon. I mean, I've had a lot of problems where people will choose representative delivery and they live 50 miles away from me, or
live
maybe
in New York City,
in another state, yeah, clear across the country. But even they're just a little too far that I even am willing to deliver. Or, you know, a lot of reps nowadays, if you're new, you don't have credit. Avon doesn't give credit to reps anymore when you're new. And so you have to pay for your orders up front. So if you take the order online, now you have to figure out how you're going to get that payment before you place the order anyway. So I set mine up, and this little this link right here will take you to how to set it up, and it's actually pretty easy. I talk about representative delivery is here and direct delivery is here. You know, they shop online with a credit or debit card. Avon ships and credits you for the earnings. And so the way you do it is you go to Web Office, and then just hold your mouse over eStore and click on Personalization Tool. And then go down and click on Customer Preferences, and you can choose here both representative delivery and direct delivery, or direct delivery only. I have mine set up for direct delivery only. Again, like I said, if you have that relationship with your customers and they are ordering from you and want you to deliver with them, that's totally fine. I mean, you know, this is you're the beauty boss. This is your business. You get to do it the way you want, right? I'm just teaching things that I think help me. So now let's talk about what I was saying. If you got an order on your online store, so on the right-hand side of my blog, there's a thing right here. You can sign up to receive our newsletter. And basically what this means, you'll get my best recruiting flyers and labels. You'll be able to print them off right away as soon as you join. But then you'll get emails from me 3 times a week, roughly, when I write blog posts, which are training. And you'll get those emails from me, so you'll always be notified. Right underneath that is a search. Now, if you're on your phone, this whole right column is not going to be there. It is going to be underneath the front page of the website. So you have to scroll down past about 7 or 8 posts, and then you'll see it. So Takiti, I don't know if I'm saying that right, but welcome. Glad you're here.
Welcome to Kitty.
So anyway, so I'm going to search for online store. And I got an order in my online store, but where do I find it? Okay, so remember I said it depends on how you have your store set up. If you have your store set up for representative and direct delivery, then if they place your order and they want it to be representative delivery, then over in the far right-hand corner of your website, there's a shopping cart basket, and you'll see that there's an order in there. It'll say how many orders you have. This one says 3, I think. So this will tell, that's where you go to click on the order, and that's where you can see their order, and you can look at all your open orders, which would be your customer orders, and then you would just place them with yours, right? But if you have it set up for direct delivery, or if they decided to choose direct delivery, then there's 2 ways that you can see it. And I want to show you, actually I'm going to show you, I'm logged into your Avon.com. And when you first log in, if you click on Web Office, and right here, it says you have 0 new customers, 0 new orders, 0 direct delivery, 0 online customer change notices. So actually, if there's an order in your cart, you would see that there too. And then direct delivery orders, you would see that. So it will tell you if you have 1 or 2 or 3 that you didn't see before, that you haven't already clicked on, then you can see them there. This just means that the order has processed, or that they've placed the order. It usually shows up there right away, like within an hour after they place their order. Now, I can't guarantee anything. Sometimes it takes longer. It just depends on what's going on Avon's website. But it's pretty much immediate. It shows up pretty quick. So here's the deal. And I'm going to actually show you that too. But when a customer places an order on your website, that's not when you get paid for it. It's not going to be showing up in your totals either yet. So you have to be very aware of this, especially if it's the end of the campaign. So the customer places an order on your website. It doesn't ship until the next day, or maybe the day after, however long it takes Avon to get that order put together. Avon does not bill your customer's credit card until it ships. That's no different than any other company. You go to Amazon, or you go to, I don't know, Kmart or Walmart, anywhere where you want to shop online, they're not going to bill your credit card until it ships. I think that's the law, actually. I think that they have no choice, because first off, they have to make sure all the products that they're billing you for are in that order. So they don't bill it until it ships. But then it takes 2 days after it ships to show up on your account. So if a person placed an online order on Saturday or Sunday before the campaign closed, do not count on that in that campaign, because it may not show up until Tuesday or Wednesday, and it might go into your next campaign. And that's really important to understand, especially if you're trying to reach Kickstart goals or goals for leadership. If you have an online order, you can't count on it unless it's been a good 4 or 5 days before your campaign closes, okay? That's just really important. So once that order bills and it shows up for you, I'm going to go back to the main front page, and you just click on your Avon.com 2.0, your Avon 2.0. That takes you back to the main page. And then if you scroll down, then it says online store orders. I have 18 direct delivery orders. If I click on this, I can view it. These are the orders that I've received credit for. They're the ones that show up now in my award sales. Hi, Camille. Good to see you. So these orders, once they show up here, they are in your award sales, and they count for that campaign, whatever campaign they went in, and they'll tell you what campaign they went in. Okay, I'm not going to click on it because these are my personal customers. So one thing I want to show you, if you go to your website youravon.com / whatever your website is. And it doesn't even have to be yours. You can go to Avon's website. It doesn't matter. If you ever want to know when an order is going to show up for you, a direct delivery order, you can go to Avon.com or you can go to your Avon website, scroll down to the bottom and click on Track My Orders. Now, all you need is the order number and the email address that was tied to that order. You can get that from your back office. So you don't have to call the customer or anything. You can get that information from your back office. And if you put order number and email address in there and then Track My Order, you'll be able to see if it has shipped yet. And if it has already shipped, then it's probably billed. And then you know that it will be 2 days after that before you receive credit for that, okay? Hi, Patricia. Good to see you. So this is how you would know when you might get payment. If it's really, really close to the end of the campaign, please don't count on it. I've had so many people that they get hurt because they missed their Kickstart bonus or they missed their leadership bonus because it didn't go in until the next campaign. So you just need to be aware of that. And if you have an order, if you're depending on that, you might not want to depend on it. You might want to get on the phone and get some more orders to make up for that one.
Yeah.
And then that one will go into next campaign, right? So this is just really important. This is You Are a Beauty Boss. Hi, Lily. Good to see you. You're a beauty boss. You're in charge of your business. You take charge. You're the CEO. So you manage your business, right? That's how this works. So if we go back to online beauty biz and we search for direct delivery. So if anything I'm saying to you, well, you can always watch this again. But if I search for direct delivery, then I have a post here, understanding when you will receive credit for online direct delivery orders. And that goes through what I just said. Basically, that once the order ships, Avon processes the payment, and then it could take 2 days to show up that it goes onto your account, okay? And then I even go into how to track it. It's at the bottom of your Avon.com or just even Avon.com. Track My Orders, put in the order number and the email address, and that's how you can figure out when you might be getting credit for that. So hope that all makes sense. Takiti, how do I say that?
Takiti.
Takiti. I hope I'm saying your name right. I'm sorry if I'm destroying it. But, oh, wow, you just made my day. Look, what did she say? You have helped me in so many ways. You are so detailed. I've been following your blogs, and this is my first live with you. I am honored, and thank you so much for following me and for being here and for your kind words. I love it. And then Patricia says, yeah, my newest pending representative has already gotten an East order and just signed up her first team member. Yay, good job.
All right.
And let's see, Lisa says, I have never seen that widget on my Avon 2.0, but I'm going to find it and get it on there for the direct delivery.
Great.
So, yeah, so just go to your home page. If you're not sure about your home page, click on your Avon 2.0, scroll down, and it says online store orders. These are widgets that you can personalize. So if it's not there, I think you can add it right here. But it's called online store orders, okay? I don't have any representative delivery ones because I don't have my website set up for that. So, okay, awesome. Thank you, guys. Thank you, Patricia. I love that one. Thanks, Patricia. Anyway, so then one little more secret I have. Let's go back to, this is my Avon store. Did you know, you all know that you can back order 2 campaigns, right? A customer gives you an order and we're on campaign 1. You can place that order in campaign 1 or 26 or 25. But did you know that your customers can do that too on your website? I don't think very many people know this. Yeah, Kameve, I love you. Thank you, Kameve.
Sending cyber hugs to everybody. Thank you.
Oh, and Takiti says, I made President's Club and Bronze Ambassador from a lot of your blogs.
Oh,
Thank
awesome.
you.
Awesome.
You know, it just makes me feel so good that I can help. You know, just kind of before I go into this online store thing, if you go back a ways, I've been with Avon 17 years, and I signed up directly to the district manager. I have no upline, never had an upline. And to be honest with you, my district manager was totally worthless. She came to my house, signed me up, and her whole intent, the whole extent of her appointment was trying to get me to give her names of other people that would join. And she didn't teach me a thing. She just said, here's your books, here's your purchase order. Back then we had purchase orders. So I figured it out on my own. And I made, Richard and I together, we made a lot of mistakes. We worked, once we decided we were going to be serious about our business, we worked hard. And we actually paid for coaching. We paid lots of famous, network marketing coaches to teach us to be successful. And we made a lot of mistakes along the way. And then about 8 years ago, I was like 13 people from being senior executive unit leader, which was the top level of the company. I was just like that close. And I mean, it was a whole story, but my team kind of fell apart and it didn't work out then. But I was just feeling really good because my business was on track. I knew where I was going and I wanted to give back. And so that's why I started this online beauty biz blog. It's because I wanted to give back because I know what it feels like to not have help. And there is plenty for all of us. I'm not worried about sharing any secrets I have. First off, it's not secrets because it's the same kind of things that work for all of us, right? Everybody teaches the same thing. But I'm not afraid to share any secrets because I believe there's plenty for all of us and we're all on the same team, and why can't we all get to the top together?
A rising tide lifts all ships.
Yeah, absolutely. And Patricia, oh, you guys are so sweet. You're making my whole year. I earned the Bermuda trip with her inspiration. Yeah, I'm in the same situation, cool. Lynn, worthless. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Honor Society again, and we'll title the Bronze Leader this year. You go, Patricia. Yep. Awesome. Okay, so let's talk about now if your customer wants to order from 2 campaigns ago. Let me grab a brochure. Should have had one out. Okay, so the only thing they need is they need to know which campaign they want to order it from and what the item number is. Because anything you click on here is always going to be, anything that's in here is always going to be current campaign. Yeah. This is your sales, all your sales and specials, everything in here is current campaign. But if they want to order from another campaign, all they have to do is click on product number up at the top right here. If you can see this, make it kind of big, see? Okay, click on that product number, and then they can put the product number in. Now, it's not like us where they can see what the price was the last 3 campaigns. Avon doesn't make it quite that easy. But let's just say, okay, here is the Absolute Even Dark Circle Corrector. It's regularly $30. Actually, in campaign 1, it was $19.99. I don't know what it was before that. But let's just say that it's not on sale right now. See how I put the item number in and then I clicked on the quantity and it immediately came up? So maybe I want one, and maybe it's not on sale. Let's just say, pretend it's not on sale right now, but we have a campaign 26 book and we know it was on sale in 26. So you literally can just go here and choose 26 and then add to bag. This is what your customer can do. So anybody, yeah, Kamif, they can back order online. All you need is an item number. So then they can add to their bag, and they can literally do this just like you. The only thing they can't do, like I said, is see what the price was. It doesn't tell you what the price is. It just gives you the option to back order 2 campaigns. So if they have a book, mostly where they're going to run into this is if you've given them a book and that book is expired and the website's gone on to the next campaign. And okay, let's say the Absolute Even is $19.99 in this book. So let's just say that the website has moved over to campaign 2, but they have this book from me, campaign 1, and it says $19.99. And in campaign 2, let's just say it was $30. Well, they want the $19.99 price, so that's where they would do is they put the item number in, up at the top, product number, and they put the item number in and change it to campaign, whatever, okay? And then add to bag. If they don't know the item, they can search here down below, search by product name. So let's just say, Absolute Even. Let's just say like that, we're gonna search. Now it comes up, Absolute Even, Dark Circle Corrector, Multi-Tone Skin Corrector, Spot Correcting Hand Cream. This is the Dark Circle Corrector. So it's showing you, oh, is it going to show you oh, look at that. I didn't even know that. Check that out. If you search by description, not by item number, but you search by description, look at this. When you change the campaign, it tells you what the price is that campaign. Check that out. So in campaign 1, it's $19.99. So you would want to add that to the form. And look, it added it to the form. So that's what you might want to do is if your customers, well, first off, if they're looking for an item that's not the right price online of the brochure you gave them, they can just put the item number in, change it to that campaign. But if they want to search by product names, let's pick another one. Let's pick Hydrofusion. And let's just see what happens. Okay, so let's say the serum. Well, look, see, it even shows all of them. So, okay, campaign 1, campaign 26. So look, in campaign 26, the serum was $22.99. So they might want to choose that. Mm-hmm. Although in campaign 1, it is buy one, get one free, and it's not telling you that. So keep that in mind, okay? It's buy one, get one free. But if they're just buying one, it's showing you that. If they want, you could actually see what the price was. So campaign 25, it was full price. So if they're just ordering 1 or 2, they might want to just do that, right? So Lisa, welcome. She says that's so cool. And Patricia says she learned something new. Actually, so did I. Just now, because I didn't know that when you did it by product name, it would come up and tell you the prices. So that is how to search for, or that is how to get a customer order. And the same thing, I have that in here. If you search for prior campaign, I mean, you can search for just about everything in here and see it shows everything that goes along. So how does a customer order from a prior campaign? I have that in here, how to do it. So, and then I even said search by product. I just didn't take that one step farther to see that it would give me the prices. We also have categories. So if there's different categories you can choose, like Facebook parties or fundraising or how-tos or getting started or leadership. So whatever you're looking for, I pretty much have, yes, Patricia, I agree. Whoops, what happened?
Yeah, right there. If they don't
Patricia,
know about the deals,
she says if they don't know about the deals, that could be dangerous. But it's not showing you the free one, so they think they're going to pay full price. And Takiti says, how do you write so many blogs and keep up with live Pinterest and all this social media and still have time to grow your business? You know,
she's been writing them for 17 years.
I've been doing this for, 12 years or something.
12 years.
So it's it's a labor of love that happens over years, over time. I have to sometimes edit them when Avon makes changes. And keep in mind, I'm full-time Avon now. So that gives me more time to do that stuff. But, and the real advantage to this is I have to train my team. So this blog is for my team, but in this case, you're my team now too, because I use this blog to train my team. This is exactly what I do. You know what I do? When I get a new team member, I direct them to go to onlinebeautybiz.com and I direct them to click on the getting started and to work through that. This is all the getting started. How do you get started? Your first steps, how to use your Avon starter kit, how to use the daily care collection flyer, frequently asked questions, when do I have to pay, all of this stuff. So I tell my new reps to work through this. And this is just how I do it. And so I write it for my team, but you guys get the benefit of it because I'm not going to hide it from you. I really believe we all can help each other. Why not? Right? So if you guys find something in here, or if you find something that's not in here, let me know, because I'm always looking for things to write about. Sometimes I'm struggling with, what do I write about this week?
Actually, it's a time saver for her. Hard to believe that this is, but it's a time saver because we have a large team. We're trying to grow an even larger team, and we get pretty much the same questions all the time. So she's learned that if she can write a blog once, instead of repeating herself 27 times, she can write a blog on it and just direct our team members to the blog. And it's Taquiti. Hey, Taquiti.
Taquiti. Thank you.
Thanks.
Or Hollywood.
Hope that answers your question on that. So.
Taquiti. Okay, hopefully I remember that. Thank you so much for helping me to pronounce that. Yeah, and you want to hear a funny little story. Those of you that are working hard might find this funny. I hope so. Because I thought it was. I had a new rep. Actually, it wasn't that long ago, a couple of months ago. And she would text me. She kind of didn't do any of the training. It was really obvious. And she would text me all these questions like, my mom says she ordered. How do I find it? So I went to the blog post about how to find an order in your online store. And I said, here's a blog post about how to find it. and I gave her a link to that blog post. And then she texted me back and she said, how much commission am I going to make on my mom's order? So then I sent her another blog post about how much commission she makes. And then she asked me something else. I don't remember what it was. And I sent her another blog post. And then she responded back and she said, are you going to help me at all? Or are you just going to send me blog posts?
Do you want to know how to do it? Or
you know,
do you want us to do it for you?
The thing is, you know, she's texting me,
yeah.
and you can't explain this stuff in a text. It's like you need pictures. Sometimes you need other things to help explain it. It's just not something I can just spit out an answer to you in 2 seconds. It just doesn't work that way. She quit. She didn't stick around because, you know what? It was kind of obvious. She didn't want to put the effort into it. But yeah, so that's what I do. I seriously do that. When my team says, my mom says she ordered, how do I find it? I send her this link to this blog post. It's just that simple. Or how much do I make? I send her a link that talks about the earnings levels. Or I send her a link. Hi, Linda, good to see you. Or I'll send her a link about the Kickstart program. I mean, I have it all in here, and it's growing every week. We keep adding stuff. When I get somebody into leadership and they get their first appointment, I send them a link to my blog post on how to follow up and how to get your new rep started. So it's all in here. It's the training for my team, and it's training for you guys now. I'm going to keep sending blog posts.
I think Kimmy's being snarky. Thank you.
Yeah, well, bye, LOL. Yeah, that was kind of my answer. I'm going to keep sending blog posts.
Yeah.
You know, it's like when you are ready to read them, you might be able to make something out of this, right? You guys are obviously all reading them. And did you tell her if she read your responses, she would find her answers? Yeah, that's basically what I told her. You know, she said something. She said, are you going to just keep sending me blog posts? Or are you going to answer my questions? And I think my answer to her was a little bit snarky, but it said, I gave you the answers. Are you going to read them?
Yeah.
You know? But anyway, yeah, we get all kinds. You all know that. Patricia, you know that. You have a team. Those of you that have a team know that. We get all kinds. We get people that like to just soak it up, and they'll learn, and they'll build a business. And I love that. I love that when they're building a business. You know, I get people that will ask me questions, and some of my team members, and they're like, I'm sorry, I'm asking you so many questions. And I'm like, are you kidding? And I know you're involved if you're asking me questions.
Right.
It's the ones that I don't ever hear from that I am assuming they're not doing anything, right? So, Linda, thank you. Gosh, you know, this is like a love fest today. Thank you, Linda. You guys, I'm going to print this off and put it in my little memory box, so when I have a bad day, I can read it. Because you know what? I get bad days too, just in case you were wondering. And you know, Lisa Wilbur, my good friend Lisa Wilbur, I've known her for years and years and years. She's the number 4 money earner in the world. I know Patricia knows her. I don't know how many of you other people might know her, might not know her. She makes a lot of money. I think, you know, like $400,000 or $500,000 a year. But she has bad days too. We all do. So if you get a bad day, just tell yourself that, you know, it's a bad day. It'll pass, right? And I'll have better days coming up. And then get back into action, because action will take that away. You know, if you're in a slump and you're struggling, the one thing that will get you out of that slump faster than anything is action. Even if it is I'm just going to go out and give out 2 brochures today. If I don't do anything else, I'm just going to give out 2 brochures. I promise you'll feel better after you do that. And Patricia says, and that's it. I think that's what that girl wanted, right? Others think they want that magic bullet to $1 million. Yeah, and so, you know, one of the things that what you'll find a lot of, actually, a surprising lot of, is people will join Avon. They'll pay $25, right? And they'll think they're going to make millions of dollars right away. But you know what they actually think? It's subconscious. It's in the back of their mind. They're not actually thinking it. Where they're, you know, aware of it, but the back of their mind, they're thinking, I just bought a lottery ticket. I know 3 people who will buy from me. Hell, I'm going to get rich. And so then number 1 person doesn't buy from them, and then they go, oh, crap. And then number 2 person doesn't buy from them, and number 3 person gives them a $10 order, and they're like, this doesn't work. You know, we get so much of that. Yeah, and Patricia, you're absolutely right. You would make dollars if you got your books out and followed up on your brochures. That is 100% what our business is about. Getting more people, giving them a brochure, follow up on every brochure you give out, take an order, and deliver it. And then you start all over again. You look for new customers, you take their order, you follow up, you take their order, you deliver their order, and you keep looking for new customers. And then I love the ones that sign up and do nothing, never place an order. You know what? I have about 30 people that are still pendings, Patricia. So if you can come up with an idea on how to get them to place that order right now during the cruise, during the Los Cabos trip, I would sure love it. So, I mean, none of us have all the answers. And Taquiti, yes. Taquiti says, people are always wanting you to do the work for them without putting in the work. It's true. It's true. In fact, another funny story, and we have a lot of years of practice with this, so yeah. We were actually back in the day when we had to do appointments face-to-face, we met this lady from Santa Paula, and it was like a neighboring town to where we lived in California, and we met her at, I don't know where we were, McDonald's or something. And she asked me, how do you get your books out? And I said, well, Richard puts my books out. He on his day off, he puts books on people's doorsteps. And she says, when can Richard put my books out?
I'll be right over.
Yeah. Then I had another one tell me that she was just going to put a little brochure box on her front door. And if people wanted one, they could come and get it. And I'm like, how are they going to know it's there? She says, well, I thought you said it sells itself. I'm like, well, I didn't really say it sells itself, but they're not going to even know that it's there. You need to get the word out. So yeah, Linda says, I know her, love her new van, love her training, but also your training is straightforward and easy following step-by-step instructions. Yeah, Thanks, Linda. A lot of that is personality. I'm just more of that step-by-step instruction personality. I'm a systems person. I like systems. I like checklists because it makes sure everything gets done and it makes it easier. And that's what I teach. So anyway, you guys, that's all I have for you today. I told you it was going to be short. So let me come back here and so let me do that. Okay. So next week is Christmas. Today is the 16th. Next week is the 23rd. I actually have a Christmas party that night I have to go to. And then the next week after that is like New Year's. So we are not going to be back until January 6th. So I hope you guys all have a wonderful Christmas. Yes. Or whatever holiday you celebrate. Hope you have an amazing new year. And Patricia says, I had one who put all her books outside the ShopRite and surprised me she didn't get any orders. Yeah. My grandson, Taquiti, says, my grandson who's 6 years old put books on doors and gives them to customers. That's awesome. All right, Put him to work. So anyway, you guys have an amazing Christmas, amazing New Year. We'll be back on the 6th of January, and I will have some kind of training for getting started in the new year because we're going to make 2019 our best year ever, right? Yes. All of us. So thank you guys. Hope you have a great weekend and a happy new year. Sorry, Patricia, we're nowhere near New York City, so we're not going to be putting your books out. Merry Christmas. See you in Mexico. See all of you in Mexico. Be sure to come up and grab me. Priscilla, have Merry Christmas. Yeah, Merry Christmas. Susan, thank you. Lisa, thank you. Gosh, everybody. Linda, thanks you. Thanks, everybody. Edra, thank you. Awesome. See you in Mexico, but before that, we'll see you on January 6th right here.
Yes.
Bye-bye.
Good night, everyone.